Hello guys, and welcome back to Cosmochoria. I'm kind of trying to wrap up a bunch of series right now, and this is next on my bucket list. We're going to head in from the very start of the game, just the seed. We've got the interstellar super weapon, and the shinobi shizuko. We've got everything unlocked, everything maxed out, yeah, yada yada. We are going to do the game in one run. Hopefully. I have done this before and messed up at the final boss. It happens. I'm gonna split this up into two videos because this in essence could be like an hour-long thing. So let's begin. It should be, did I say hour long? I meant 2 hours. This is gonna be as soon as possible. This is gonna be a long series, or a long video, I mean. Series, this will be the last episode in Cosmochoria. There will not be another episode, well, most likely not. I know there's a few things I still haven't unlocked, but you know what, it's time to finish this. I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just like, I knew I was going to do this eventually. I kind of do want to, just because it's going to take forever. This is, of course, the gun to do it with, because it almost one-shots everything. Bosses become its... Why did I think only 3 would? It's just going to be a lot of exploring. I'm going to try to do it somewhat systematically by tackling, like, going... I can either do it left to right or top to bottom, but I think I'm going to do top to bottom. It's just going to take forever. I'm expecting 2 hours. I honestly am. Restore a planet, good for me. I don't think I actually have seen this item before. Now, I'm pretty sure with this ultimate suit, once I drop something, I cannot pick it back up again. I'm pretty sure that's how the ultimate suit works. So I'm gonna, right off the bat, let's just go find the old dude's square planet. Let's take it, let's conquer, let's do all the bases on the 4 planets. Let's just get that out of the way right here, right now. It does suck that, I wish like, when you're using, I know the ultimate armor it's a weapon in a suit, and I wish you could, but I wish my ninja stuff still worked. Because that ninja gear is awesome. But no, and then I know I've done almost everything. There's a few things I haven't done, like, hopefully I'll find the egg. There's a thing called it's like a phoenix egg or something like that. We should find it at some point during this run. At least in essence. And I kind of want to work with it. But we'll get around to it eventually. This takes 17 seeds. Luckily, we're capturing it very early on, so that way we don't have to worry about it later. You know, another smart idea would be to take out all of the big planets. Anything over 10. Take it out early on so that you only have to worry about things like 8 or 9 that are smaller. That may be another... Once we get all the, you know, that's how we're going to do it. Once we get all of the, important planets, the, teleporter planets, we'll then go after the, we'll go after the whatever. But yeah, right now, I'm just trying to finish off a bunch. This, literally like 5 minutes earlier, I just finished off Interloper, which I've put so much effort into that series. 11, 12... 13... Of course, we do see a weapons upgrade right there, but this gun, of course, can't use weapon upgrades. $15... 16... We've got some time. This is going to be a long run. A long run. I have not been looking... I knew I was going to have to do it eventually, but I have not been looking forward to doing this. I've got to talk about something. I just want to talk about it. I thought I got them all, but I guess I wasn't sure. So, how's it been going with y'all? It's funny that this isn't my first time I've done this, but the thing is, I usually listen to music. I'm not a big fan of video game music. I'll admit that. I just never listened to it that much. Like when I was growing up playing like Mario and all that. So I never really grew to like love it. I can appreciate it, but I don't love it. So out of this you got things like so under normal circumstances I'll just listen to my own music when I play. And for a game like this that works. But I don't know, we've got 50 planets to capture. And we're at 4. It's gonna be a long time. So what should we talk about? You know what I mean? I don't think, because I really, in Shovel Knight I haven't been talking. I know I talked about Inside Out and Jurassic... Did I talk about Jurassic World? No, Inside Out and Mad Max, which were 2 movies I loved. First boss time. Okay, whatever. Come at me, bro. This, as you would think, as you would suspect, this gun just destroys the bosses. We found a brick. I'm waiting for it. It can shoot a laser beam awesomely. I don't really understand how this gun works. Like, as you saw, like, if you, like, charge it, and then... There's, like, a way that you can get this gun to be, like, super powerful, but I don't understand it. Because if you notice it was, like, shooting bubbles out right there. And whenever it does those bubbles, like, the bigger bubbles, it does, like, way more damage. But I have no idea how to get it to do those. Come on, where is this boss? They usually spawn near the edges of the map, unless I already killed it. But yeah, you need to get it to be able to do those bubbles to, like... That's what makes it so good with the end boss. But sometimes it'll just do it randomly, other times... Yeah. Come on, old sport. I need... There we go. Look, it makes... A majority of bosses are like that. Found a piece of the one stone? Cool. Yeah, to be honest, I perfectly do not understand the weapon. It just... The one thing I should have done is I should have done a practice run against the final boss, just to make sure I can do it. Because that's the one thing, like, sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. I thought it had something to do with, like, charging the shot or something. But, I don't know. I just keep thinking, oh, this is gonna take forever. And it will, trust me, let's just keep moving. Right there, that's one overkill, but whatever. No, so yeah, I know I've talked about Inside Out and Mad Max, but then there's Jurassic World, which I saw it opening weekend. Yeah, of course I did. I was... Oh, and hey, we're 1/10 of the way there. Woo. Yeah, I saw it opening weekend. I liked it. I know not everybody feels the same. I know it's... I don't know, I was watching the Nostalgia Critics review on it. Oh, that is so... It's so weird, but it's great. But yeah, no, I like it. And... Yeah, sure, it does have problems. But it was fun. And that's kind of what matters. At least, that's what I keep telling myself. Let's see, so we're going to want to hit that planet, definitely that one. I don't know, I'm trying to save a lot of the simpler planets. Oh, and I'm so glad with this gun. Those eyeballs are now 10 times easier. Could that be a piece of the one stone? Yeah, totally. 2 bosses down. However many more to go. I don't think we've done this one. Oh, this is one simple enough. But yeah, what else should I talk about? Oh, I know what can be E3, man. As you guys know, I'm a Nintendo fan, so. But the thing is, I wasn't as I was disappointed overall. Like, I felt like I left the conference like unsatisfied, but I could have been worse because I'm not really a Metroid fan. I like the games, sure, but I'm not really a big Metroid fan. See, like, look, now it's doing it, like where it's shooting the bubbles. That makes it stupidly powerful against the boss. But I'm gonna have to test something out. I have an idea that's so crazy, it just might work. Okay, let's come down here. I'll test it out eventually, hopefully. Let's tackle this big planet. Yeah. But let's just do all of E3, because we've got the time, assuming you guys are actually watching it. Assuming this video actually gets some views. I was, real quick, there's one more. I was looking at it, that Pokemon video I did way back in the day. Oh, I planted a moe on accident. Ah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I brought over 100 seeds. I did early on. I do a bunch of Pokemon tutorials, just kind of like how I'm doing the mega tutorials now. Well, I still plan on whenever I get that working again. But I did a bunch of tutorials back in the day about, like, oh, how to evolve certain Pokemon that you may not know how to, like, Girder and Boulder, Darmanitan, or there was one. Oh my gosh, that game was hacked to hell when I did the Darmanitan video. Because my friend let me borrow his, what was it, Action Replay, and I was just, it's like I'd beaten the game and I was just messing around with it, having fun. And yeah, Darmanitan and, yeah. You know, it's just, you have fun with these sorts of things. One more should be good. But yeah, but I did one, how to evolve Girder and Boulder into Conkeldurr and Gigalith, I think is the evolutions. That video is, I think, still my most viewed video. With it, I did like 4 tutorials during that time. And out of all of them, I'm pretty sure that was the most viewed one. Pretty sure. And that one, it always just like, oh, people still like, oh, it's a horrible video. Wait. Okay, let's test it. If I blow up this meteor, last time I felt like when I blew up the meteor, I got the bubbles. At least that's what it looked like, right? But yeah, no, that's with, I think, 94, or it's like 96,000 views. It's my most viewed video by a long shot. And the video is just horrible. But it was just a simple tutorial, because, like, not everybody's going to know how to do it. I did another one, how to evolve Shelmet and Curablast. I did one recently, how to evolve Pumpkaboo and... By recently, I mean like November. But yeah, how to evolve Pumpkaboo and whatever. I did all them. I did a tutorial on how to get every Mega in the game. That was pretty big for me. I'm doing that. I already did that with X and Y, and now I'm doing it with, Ruby and Sapphire, whatever it's called. And those were always big, because the one difference I wanted to put apart from that than all the others, like all the other tutorials that do something similar, is that it showed you actually where to get the Pokemon that, you want, okay, you want Mega Alakazam? Well, this is where you can catch an Abra, and this is where Alakazam was. That was my whole idea, like, some people want to know where to catch the Pokemon, and that was my job with those videos. And I'm trying to finish off a bunch of series right now. That's why I'm doing this video. I want to finish off Cosmochoria, so that way I can put more focus into Shovel Knight. What others? I finished off Interloper. I finished off this. I've still got a lot to do in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, I know I'm going all over the place, but literally I've got nothing better. We're here. If you guys are actually going to spend your time watching this, which, okay, do you have nothing better to do? Honestly, nothing better to do? I should have live streamed this. Whatever. With that, but no, with that, I was, Kerbal Space Program. The reason I haven't done a video on that in forever is because I modded my game. I was working on something. Oh, I was working on a project, and I had to build a probe to, like, discover something, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build a model of my probe in Kerbal Space Program. So that's exactly what I did. And sure enough, but to do it, I had to mod the game to all hell. Like, there were so many mods in it. It was, so of course, now I've unmodded the game, but I don't really, I'm afraid that, like, oh, I'm gonna go back in and find out that, oh, my save file's glitched, because I must have made and corrupted at least 8 or 9 saves. I need to reinstall Kerbal Alarm Clock, which, you know, I'll get to there when I get to that. For now, because I still had like 3 or 4 more. I had. Ooh, okay, here he comes. See, look, even what my opinion was one of the hardest bosses, like when you start off in the game, this weapon makes its. But yeah, that's what's been going on with that. It's just, I modded the game so bad, I kind of don't want to fix it. Or, well, no, correction, I did fix it. I'm just, like, I corrupted a lot of saves trying to get this thing working. And in the end, the probe that I made, and, like, I made a video around it to, like, show off, like, oh, whatever. The probe I made didn't even actually, like, it didn't do what it was, of course, said it was going to do, but it, like, looked like it could. But the rocket sucked so bad, it couldn't even leave the atmosphere. Like, I could not get the stupid rocket out of the atmosphere, no matter how hard I tried. That's kind of what happened there. If you can't tell, I'm working. What I think I'm trying to do right now, honestly, is I'm snaking my way up and around. Like, I'm gonna go up here, then come down, then go down, and then come up, and, right, like, do something like that. We're already a fifth of the way through, which is nice. This is gonna be divided into 2 parts, and I'm gonna cut it off exactly when we hit 25. So once we've taken our 25th planet, I'll stop the first part and go into the second part. Okay, that should be good. So yeah, that's what's happening with KSP. I don't remember what other series I had the Escapist. Which, you know, there's another thing I realized that I tend to do a lot with series on this channel. Is, like, there are 2 types of series. There are big important ones, and there are minor, not so special ones, but they can be put effort into it. Like, kind of like a one-off series, but with a little bit more effort put in. This, Cosmochoria, was originally going to be just oh, I'll beat the game, and do a little bit more, and that's kind of what it is. And I realized the way you can tell apart which one's a one-off and which one isn't, the thumbnail. If it looks like I just pulled the thumbnail off of Google search, like Google Images, then it's a one-off. But if I actually put, like, at least a minute of effort into it, then it's a main series. And then, of course, there are a few exceptions here. Technically speaking, The Escapist is kind of an exception to it, because I made a thumbnail and I put some effort into it, but there's only like 6 episodes. There's at least 10, and this is just when I pulled off a Google image search and added a number to it. It took me like not even a minute to do a thumbnail. Shovel Knight. That's a big important series. The thumbnail I actually put a few minutes of effort into. Doesn't look like it, but trust me, I do. Pokemon, KSP. Other one-offs would be, technically Space Chem is, and that's kind of how I want to keep it, because I am not good at that game. I play it a lot on my own, and I am just as far on my own as I am in the series, because the level after that, I am just stuck. So, yeah, that's kind of how it's been going with series, and well, that's kind of how I plan on doing it. There's going to be 2 one-offs, which they're not one episode, but and there's gonna be main ones. Shovel Knight, Pokemon. I need to go in and finish Skylanders. That should be like a priority. And I don't have a capture card. I'm not rich. Even though from all my amiibos it may seem like I've spent enough money on amiibos to buy a capture card. It's those freaking things, man. I said I was only gonna buy one. No, I said I was originally only gonna buy 3, but then I was like, you know what? I might as well just let this consume my soul, and that's what happened. You know. But yeah, this is kind of like an update video, just in the fact that that's something I've been meaning to explain for a while. How I plan on doing like main and side series. But I've never gotten around to explaining it. What else? What else is there? Yeah, okay, no. Okay, now let's get back onto the original topic that I originally planned on. E3. So E3 started off Sunday morning with the big announcement of what's it called? With Roy and Ryu, which... Wait, does this planet not even have an atmosphere? Okay, that's new. I've never seen that before. See, there are still new things in this game I haven't seen, but yet once you've planted over, like, a few thousand... Did the boss just die? Seriously, just... It came into existence, and I'm pretty sure it just died. I don't know how it died. All I know is it did. But that's new. A planet without an atmosphere. I would have never guessed. But yeah, so Roy, Ryu, the other character, Lucas, I don't know. I was glad we got the leaks earlier, which kind of... They didn't ruin everything, but they killed some of the hype, I guessed. Guess. I don't know. It's... Whatever is your own. I still loved it. I bought all the DLC, and I've played through it, and I've played it, and... I like Roy. Okay. I thought of another subject, but we'll do that after this video. Or not after this. We'll do it after E3. But yeah, it started off, I liked that. So that was cool, and we got that all that morning. And then we got the Nintendo World Championships later that day. The Nintendo World Championships were pretty cool. I really liked them. Sure, there was things that... But it all started off with the World Championships with Blast Ball. Which, at first it was like, really, is this Blast Ball? Is this what we're talking about? But then you see, at first I was like, ah. And then it's like, not bad, I guess. It could be worse. And of course we find out it was Metroid Prime Blast Ball, and then everybody was like, oh, I guess it can be worse. That was a joke. Come on, I know there's got to be a hive somewhere. There's always a hive. But yeah, so that's what it started off with. And then they showed off Mario Maker, which, to be honest, that was the best way to show off that game. That just seeing Mario Maker like that was just so cool. Seeing those levels, all really cool. Then the next day, I remember I was up early that morning, and I was like, you know what? I don't remember exactly, but I'm like, Microsoft's press conference starts soon. I know that. Let's watch. I'll watch it. I did. We didn't get Battletoads or a new Banjo-Kazooie. We got the Rare Remix, which it's like 30 Rare games for like $1 each, equating out to like $30, and it's like, That's actually kind of cool, just because, like, I didn't know it was, like, that cheap. But it being that cheap is... Yeah, I may pick it. I probably will pick it up, because I do... Okay, my brothers have an Xbone, and even though I don't really tend to use it, we have it. Then, I didn't... That was the only conference I watched. Well, okay, kind of, because I did watch... Or at least that day. I didn't watch EA or Ubisoft's. I couldn't have been bothered. But, and I didn't... I saw the end of Sony's? What was the other... Oh, the HoloLens thing in Minecraft. That's one other thing where it's like, that looked so cool, but then from what I've heard, the HoloLens is actually, like, nothing like that. So the actual, like, product's not going to be like that at all, or... It's like the HoloLens has, like, some square sort of field of view, or at least this is what I've heard. Like, the HoloLens has its problems, like, with the field. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out eventually, I guess. But the Minecraft did look cool. I have one more. Maybe I've already got it. 10, 11, yeah, so I did 13. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, Sony, I didn't watch Sony's. But I did look up some stuff. The Final Fantasy VII, it's a remake, right? Like, they're doing the game again, but this time from the ground up, or something like that. I don't know. Well, okay, I was just gonna say, I've never played a Final Fantasy game, but that's technically a lie, because I did play, was it 6 for the SNES, or? It was like 6 or 3, or something like that. We got it here as, like, I think 3 in the States, but the actual number game was like 6. Let's get this Pineland, I guess, first, just because it's, like, right here. So, yeah, that... You know what, I don't care. Last Guardian, you know, I love Shadow of the Colossus. One of my all-time favorite games. I did a Let's Play of it on this channel, a while ago. Is Shadow of the Colossus the first series on this channel to have a thumbnail? I think it was? At least that sounds right. That sounds right. It may not be right. Pokemon may have had a thumbnail before it. I think it was the first series I actually put effort into doing a thumbnail on. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love Shadow of the Colossus. So for its last Guard, I never played Ico. Like, I didn't have a PS3 or whatever. Was Ico also a PS2 game? I didn't know if it was, but I never played it. Because I know they did, like, the remix or remaster or whatever. Oh, look, the boss started off at... I was going to say, the boss started off at half health. It's all... I missed a boss. The problem is, I missed a boss. I just don't know which one I missed. I have no idea what boss was just summoned in and just instantly died. And I know there is a boss that you can, like, one-hit kill, but even I know that wasn't it, because that's, like, 2 bosses away. But yeah, so I don't... Oh, the mothership! The mothership spawned in and instantly died somehow. It wouldn't have been a hard boss fight. But yeah, that was weird. So then... Right, there was... So, Last Guardian, you know what, I'm excited for it. Next year, which... And was there anything else in Sony's conference that was good or interesting? Or that I can't think... I don't have a PS4. Depending on how The Last Guardian is perceived, like how the reviews come out for it, I may have to pick up a PS4 just based on that game. Well... It's not like I like Infamous. Like I played some of it somewheres, and I loved Infamous, but what I played of it. So I'd be excited to if I were to get a PS4, that'd be another Second Son, was it? I don't know. But yeah, so it'd be kind of like justifying it just for those two games, which I probably could, honestly. Then there's what? That's all I know. Assassin's Creed, was it Syndicate? You know, I played the first 3. I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Brotherhood right before 3 was coming out, because I was like, oh, I want to kind of get into this series. And then I got to Revelations? Never beat it. I was like, by the time I started Revelations, 3 was already out. And I was like, you know what, I guess I'll go and look up Revelations or whatever. And then I never actually, or I guess I don't know, I never got around to 3. I never got around, and I started 3, right? I started it, whatever. I got to a certain point, I think it was around the Boston Tea Party, like where that had happened, and then I just kind of stopped playing it, and never got back to it. I always said I was going to, like, oh yeah, I'll get around to it. And I never did. I always wanted to, and then 4 came out, you know what, whatever, with 4. And then there was and then there was Unity, which, and there was like, it gets confusing, because there was like, Unity, but there was also like Liberations and something out of China, game in China, or I swear there was something about that. Yeah, something out of game in China, which looked, I don't know, interesting enough. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. And then I heard Unity was just a mess. And that's what they're trying to do with the new one, is make it better. Like, fix all the problems Unity had. Which, I'm like, good for them. They're actually listening to their fan base, which, they're Ubisoft, so I don't think they're the worst. Not like EA or, was it Activision? Is Activision pretty? I know they make the Call of Duty game. Oh, Black Ops 3, I could care less about. It's you know what? I remember, like, oh, Call of Duty, I used to like it. Like, I liked World at War. I liked, Modern Warfare 1 and 2, maybe? But after, I think, the cutoff, I liked Black Ops. I don't remember about Modern Warfare 3. But I think it lost me somewhere between Black Ops 2 and I want to say Ghost. So, Black Ops 3, you know what, I don't care for it. I know some people are super excited, and you know, that's my brothers. They're big Call of Duty fans, and I don't get it, but whatever. And it's not that I don't like shooters. Like my I don't know, I'm still debating it, but one of my all-time favorite games, BioShock, is, yeah, it's a shooter. I really like Splatoon. That's a third-person shooter. Kind of. I like Garden Warfare. That's a third-person shooter. I like third-person shooters a lot more. I'm excited for Battlefront. That's the one EA thing. You know, it looks interesting enough. I liked Battle. I never had. No, I did have the first one, but like my disc, like I got it from. You want to hear my Battlefront? I got Battlefront 1. I had 2, and I love 2. But for Battlefront, the first one, their Blockbuster was going out of sale, and they had this big going out of business sale, where like they had a bunch of games that you'd like rent for just a few bucks. And that's where I picked up Battlefront. I picked up another. I picked up like 4 or 5 games right there. I just got something that I'm gonna go deposit. But yeah, that's where I picked. The disc was scratched, but I kind of remember liking it. I remember liking 2 a lot more, though. I don't know what item I picked up, but whatever. Then there was... Yeah, that was all I saw from me. Oh, Mirror's Edge. I know they're doing a second one. I have a list kind of like top 5 games I needed to play, and I think last I checked, like, I can't remember if it was Professor Layton or if it was Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. One of those 2 games was on like the number 1, or those took up number 1 and number 2. I want to say Dishonored is number 3. I don't remember 4 or 5, but I know for a fact at one point Mirror's Edge was 5 at one point, until I did get around to playing it. Oh, I remember having... I don't remember any of the other games that well. I finished off, like, I kept saying, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish these certain games, and... oh yeah, these are the games I have to finish, right? Like... And I kept doing, like, the lower number ones instead of the higher number ones, because, yeah, I'm lazy. It relates to my anime list a lot, which, you know, I'll talk about that in the next part, but in this, let's gonna finish off E3, because we're only gonna do another, like, 3 planets before this video ends. So there was... So, that was EA and all that. Then, the other one... So, next day... I know there was a PC conference, which... you know, I heard it was disappointing, but... Oh, there was Bethesda's conference, which I heard was awesome. Like, or like, it started off really good, with like, some good stuff, and then it just kind of sucked near the end. Yeah, that was Bethesda. Was Doom Bethesda? Because I know Doom, like, from what I saw, that looked pretty cool. I'm not really a big Doom fan, but it looked pretty cool. But yeah, so let's get to the Nintendo. It started off good. Star Fox. I'm not the biggest Star Fox fan. The only one I had was 64 on the 3DS, like the remake. I had fun with it, but I'm not the biggest Star Fox fan. So it's like I wasn't the biggest Zelda fan. I like Zelda a lot more. That was this we didn't get to see any of the Wii U game. They should have just showed it off or ended the because the ending was like, it was like there was no climax. Like it was like it started off strong but didn't end strong. It was just like, oh, here's some more Mario Maker. No, we had the World Championships. That showed off Mario Maker fine. We don't need to see any more of it. We got a release date, which is September, which is nice. We got Federation Force, which people are pissed at, and there was this big petition to, like, cancel the game entirely, which, you know what, I think that's going too far, but whatever. But no, my joke with Federation Force has been, you know, everybody's gonna boycott it, nobody's gonna play it, and then finally some person's gonna be like, you know what, screw it, buys it, plays it, and finds out it's like a perfect game. Like, oh, it's the best game ever made, and yet nobody will believe him just because it's like, oh, no, it's not Metroid Prime 4 or whatever we wanted, so no, this game instantly 0 out of 10, worst score ever, right? But no, like, he finds out it's amazing. I doubt it will happen, but if it does, it wouldn't surprise me. Let's put it like that. But that's been my joke with that. We got... what else did we get? We got a bunch of new amiibo, which... you know what? I'm... Much like a lot of people after Wave 4, I'm done. You know, there's still a few more I do want to get. Like, I want Marth, I want Ike, so I can have all the Fire Emblem characters. I'd love to get Ganondorf so I can have all the Zelda characters. But, like, I may go hunting next time, like, during... I love Palutena, but I'm not gonna, like... From now on, I'm not... I may, like, try if I don't get anything, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Kind of like how I was with Wave 3? Yeah, Wave 3. You know what, it's whatever. Their distribution's horrible. But it's like, the big comparison is amiibos like the Mafia. You can't just walk away, and I'm not just gonna walk away, but whatever. You know, I tried, and what? I've got a bunch of them I like. I couldn't get Jigglypuff, which I waited out in I never told this story because I think I was doing Interloper at the time, and Interloper took up all my time. But I waited 15 hours. Okay, we're gonna end this episode with this planet in Greninja, so. I want the slower ticking one, which is this one, I think. Let's see, where does he appear? If I'm correct, this beam has potential to do a lot of damage on him. You know, I don't know. It's all about... See, like, it can do some good damage to him, but... just not much. But yeah, you know, overall, I'm... What else? Anything else anything else we can talk... Oh, the thing that broke my heart was Xenoblade. And it's... gosh darn December release date. I'm so excited for X. I've never played a Xenoblade game, but I was really excited for that. And to give it a... whatever release date, a December release date, just broke my heart. So that'll come eventually. I know it will. Anything else that oh, but with the amiibo. So yeah, I waited 13 hours in front of a Target. Was able to get Robin, Lucina, and not Jiggly. I couldn't the only one I didn't get was Jigglypuff, which is the Target exclusive. Which I always thought was like, oh, really? I was able to get everything else, which... one more hit and we're good. But yeah, I was able to get everything else, right? I got a Gold Mario, I was able to pre-order Charizard, Pac-Man, and... what's his face? But yeah, I couldn't get those two on pre-order. So I was able to get everybody except for Jigglypuff, and then shortly after I went to Toys R Us, which was literally like right next door to the Target. Was able to get Greninja because they had like 80 Greninjas. I was impressed with that one. So yeah, there was a lot of Greninjas. I was able to get one, and with that, I picked up Splatoon right after that, and called it a night day because I hadn't slept in like over 24 hours. But yeah, that's how my amiibo story went. I meant to tell that, but I was so focused when it comes to Interloper, like trying to win, that I just never got around to telling it. And then what else was there? Oh gosh. Then there was... so yeah, they announced Animal Crossing amiibos, which I'd like Isabelle, because I was saying with the cards, which I don't really care for, I'd at least want Isabelle, because Isabelle's Like a lot of people, she's my favorite. But now that they're doing like a figurine of her, yeah, I try for it. They talked about the what were some other ones? The Mario Maker ones, which, yeah, you know, they're cool looking, but that's like I own at least I think 4 Mario amiibos. What is stopping me from? Oh, there was a tower here that stops me from jetpacking. It's a super stylish ring. I know I already have this. Because I don't... Oh, wow, I can. I had one run where once I dropped an item, I could not pick it up again. But I think we're going to call the first part here. Let's pause it. We're going to end it right here, and I'll continue back. I'll talk more about E3. I'll tell an anime story, whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Stay tuned.